Mark Golding and the PNP will overtax and corrupt Jamaica. Plus, they are lie and bad mind. We reject the PNP because they will destroy the poorest among us by applying more taxes, creating funds, and stealing it again, like FINSAC that made Mark Golding and Buntin rich. Oh, and they are coming back at us now. Reject these political capitalist rogues. Hey everyone, it's SkyWalker again, and I smell the coffee. Do you? My people, today I want to address the current state of the People's National Party, Rise United under camouflage, owned by Mark Golding. It is crucial to understand why we must reject Mark Golding and the PNP. We must reject Mark Golding because his economic policies, such as proposing new taxes, will cripple the poor. The Jamaica Labour Party has shown that it is possible to succeed without imposing new taxes, and yet the PNP continues to push for them. What could be the reason? Taxes are to garner funds to do public work, and your Holness is making enough money for Jamaica's coffers without adding taxes. Why then would we substitute Mark Golding, who finds the humongous cash and cash reserves that Holness is making available with what we already have insufficient? Holness is making huge amount of cash available by utilizing only what we are giving. Golding finds what we are giving insufficient to run this country. Why would we change a prime minister who asks us to contribute less and deliver more for a British mole who demands crippling sacrifices from us but still won't ever find that as being enough? We reject Mark Golding as Prime Minister. We reject him. Tell him to go home. Tell him to stop lying, fling away bad mind, and take himself away. Take himself away. Jamaica is growing. The infrastructures are being built. Minimum wage has risen drastically, and the poverty rate has gone down. But lying, bad mind, Mark Golding claims that the people are having it worse than under the PNP. Yet his solution is to add more tax burden. Jamaica is doing the best it ever has. Why would we let Mark Golding come and call the game when we are winning? Why would we change a winning formula for styling? Broke pocket and sufferation can't style. That can't style. We reject Mark Golding because Jamaica has been or has known a history of corruption and mismanagement. But it is a past that this JLP administration has placed behind us. However, bad mind Mark Golding is trying to bring the past back around to haunt us, just like he is bringing back the plantation, going for his Tapanaris friends, like Matalan, using his chain on a black person and making speeches with black girls' pictures in the background that look like the Western images of things Africa when they want to claim to be helpers but are actually the looters. You know that kind of white supremacist thing. This man is a modern Columbus. We must reject him, his chain, and his bad mind. We must reject this Jamaican hating British man who doesn't use the flag because he is British. He destroyed the people's PNP and turned it into Rise United for him and his Tapanari's friends to use for their private business. First thing they will do is overtax you again. No, he has black entertainers, black politicians, and imposter Curry of the Maroons playing white capitalist puppets. Reject that, my beloved people. Reject it. Under the People's JLP, under our brother Andrew Holness government, we have made a huge step forward. We cannot tolerate Mark Golding's back mentality. For 9 years now, Holness has been growing the economy and delivering for his people with no added taxes. Bad mind Golding wants us to back in a overtax. What can go so? Huh? Let's reject this wickedness. Despite the PNP's claims of fighting corruption, their actions suggest otherwise. The proper management of public funds under the JLP has allowed for the completion of numerous projects. Whether in business or private sector, this is always the best proof that corruption is contained under the administration, whatever the administration is. Once you see the numbers that one can achieve with less, you see how much less corrupt the administrators are. Even the PNP, by proposing new taxes, are admitting that they could never govern Jamaica and the little that Holness is making, but using to do so much. Can you get it? Is it clear enough? Because, my beloved people, Jamaica land we love, I want to make sure you are getting it. I want to make sure you smell the coffee. I want to see the devils we I want you to see the devils we are up against. We must never change a winning formula. We must reject Mark Golding as Prime Minister because his own position exposes the fact that he is anti our progress. A man who chooses criminals over law abiding citizens have no credibility at all. A man who gridlocks the process of our Republican drive has no love for our people, none whatsoever. And so he employs disciples to hijack integrity by the hands of their moles, their Judases, and judges that turn to grudges. And I say, reject them all. Reject Mark Golding as Prime Minister and reject the corrupt public officials in his corner. Reject them. We reject Mark Golding because his campaign strategy relies on lies and propaganda. He continues to spread falsehoods about Andrew Holness and the Integrity Commission, which only serves to undermine trust in our institutions. We reject Mark Golding because the PNP has a long history of imposing unnecessary taxes on the Jamaican people. The JLP has managed to remove many taxes and still find the funds to complete important projects. We cannot go backing back. We cannot go backing back because of one bad minded British man. We must reject Mark Golding and the PNP because their policies and actions are detrimental to Jamaica. We need leadership that prioritizes the well being of the people and manages public funds responsibly. Let us stand together and reject Mark Golding and the PNP for the betterment of our nation. Because we are treading the threshold of paradise, in terms of Jamaica's independent jubilee, we are on that road to our economic independence because we can almost taste it now. And because we see the fans of Jamaica cheering on, giving us more energy, because our families in the diaspora are overjoyed to see what we are doing at home, and because it's too much to gain to lose. Think on these things, my people. Peace out.